Day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling.
Welcome back. My bad, y'all. My bad. Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix. You are. You are the Matrix. To the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix. You are. You're not just in the Matrix. Hold up. You are. All right. You are the Matrix. Sorry about that. I'm getting like some crazy getting some crazy feedback here, some echoes. My bad. Thoughts on welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix. You are the Matrix. You're not. How's it feel, Neo? And today, Bitcoin has broken $40,000, ladies and gentlemen. Put some Flux logo on the thumbnail. I got you for next time. Thoughts on asparagus? It's really good. Makes your pee smell funny. Great question. API 3 ICP Gala. I want more if you want. Loving the setup. What's a good low cap coin to buy right now at this point? For the same reason that you got Caspa in your logo, Crypto Gambino. I like DNX. That's a mineable coin where you found out firsthand where the miners go. Liquidity flows, baby. Where liquidity flows, 10x's follow. And in Caspa's case, a 20x. XYO engine. Surprise, it did it on this weekend. DNX under $1 right now. That's right. You are the Matrix. Good tip on where the miners are. What is the website? So I don't like it. There's a really good website that I cannot think of right now. But if you just go to what to mine, I don't think that this is the best one. There's definitely a better one, but this is a good one. This is a solid website, whattomine.com. And if you have like a computer, like a gaming computer as well, this will tell you like if I have, let's say I have one, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter, 15700, 13080 Ti, it can tell me what I'll make. But so right now, XNA is the most profitable. So there you go. But ProgPow, like all of these are profitable coins. Caspa is no longer the most profitable, especially with GPUs, because it's like the ASICs have went on there. But there was a time where this was the most profitable. So these are all like low market cap sort of coins that are GPU mineable. There's a better website than this one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. If Mac Builds is in the chat, he'll let me know what it is. Sammy says, stay focused, y'all. It's happening. Oh my God. Stay calm, everybody. Everybody stay calm. Thoughts on infrastructure coins like 1inch Crow when money starts moving in and out? I really like Sauce for a low market cap. This is a really cool coin. It's just like Uniswap. It's a decentralized exchange. They just added, they have LCX on here. Currently, the circulating supply is 558 million. And the maximum ever is going to be 1 billion, which is my favorite. Market cap of 13 million, which is nothing. Sammy, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Noise GPT. Ski! Show me the doll hairs. My grandma's boyfriend's boyfriend said Bitcoin is going to 100K. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is what a retracement feels like. And just as scary as it is down here at the bottom, is just as greedy as people will begin to be on these retracements. It's just as dangerous not to take profit. If you've 10x'd on anything, take your initial investment out. If you've doubled your money, consider taking 10% off the table. Because what goes down must come up. And what comes up must come down. Where do you see Bitcoin going? I got you. Are you taking 20% until retracement? I'm still waiting on my targets, but I am very close. The difference between 40.3 and 42 is splitting hairs. I'm probably going to take 10% this week. What do you think about Noise GPT? What's the ticker? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. You guys know the deal. Spam that like button. Every 5,000 likes, we'll give away a free. What about Matic? Bitcoin on fire. Do you think it will be a pullback on XRP? I put out in the Discord my buying orders, 58 cents, 56 cents, 55 cents was the downside, the lowest. 58 cents got hit. So I had 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 for targets to buy. I put that out on my private Discord. All of those got hit except for 56 and 57, I believe. But that would be where it would be at. You think it's worth it at this point to buy a mining machine for Bitcoin? I think so. If that's something that if you're interested in computers and you're interested in passive income, I don't really advertise it, but if you have some money on the sidelines, I do host people's stuff. Are we ready to move to alts yet? We are very close. It looks like we're about to have an alt season for sure. When alt's going to run? Very, very soon, my friend. At the end of Bitcoin's run is when the alts are going to run. Polkadot got Bitcoin at 5K, still holding to 100K. My man. Harmony 1. Please check Polkadot price prediction. It's not doing anything. I just put 2K in Bitcoin right now. Dollar cost average, ladies and gentlemen. That is the best strategy. That will be the best strategy. Buy a little bit each and every week, regardless of price. That will be the very best strategy. And if you're new to crypto, everybody should go on YouTube. Everybody should go on YouTube, type in the Bitcoin Standard, and listen to this book. Because having a good thing is great. Knowing for sure that you have a good thing is even better. This is a free audiobook on YouTube for free. If you listen to this book, you will know more than 99% of the rest of the population about Bitcoin. Having a strong asset is great. Knowing why it is strong and knowing why it will win is even better. He says 88.45. Just warming up. Keep spamming that like button. Hello, lovely savage. Press the like button. Theta. What do you think about Harmony 1? I don't think too much about it. It's all right. Do you like AIOZ? It's getting a lot of attention. I'm not sure why. It's certainly getting a lot of attention. Right now, we are in greed for sure. Let's get into the markets, y'all. Bitcoin is flirting with the 0.5 Fibonacci. We called this out months and months and months and months and months in advance. We gave you guys plenty of time. Show me the charts and I will tell you the news. What the hell happened, bears? I thought that we were waiting on Binance. Binance was going to be the cherry on top that send this thing plummeting back down to 12K. What happened? What happened? Just bought some FET. He says you sure did. Matic Dot. I thought we were going to 12K. I thought so too. Well, I actually never thought that. Thank you for the Earths, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
What do you think Bitcoin will go up to before retracing? Okay. Good question. Let's get into the Bitcoin chart. Currently, let's go on to the weekly. We're sitting at 82. 80 was my number. We're sitting at 82. 80 was my number because 86, 84, 85 is the real number. We are certainly heating up. Okay? It's not normal to print, what is this? How many candles do we got? $12 green weak candles in a row. A pullback will be perfectly natural. Now, it is getting exciting. We're not at extreme greed, but we are definitely getting there. I anticipate the 42K target is going to get hit. If it doesn't get hit, I am not going to take action. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. But I think that the 42K target will get hit. It is possible on a daily that we go as high as 48K. And it wouldn't shock me to get like a wick into the 50s. That wouldn't be crazy. But this is, I don't want to say concerning, but this is something. 12 weeks in a row. And I said this, actually. I said just as fast as we went down like here, I know that I have hundreds of videos, at least 50 videos, saying just as fast as this happened right here is just as fast as this will go up. The market has a sort of yin-yang effect to it. That's what it does. It's all about balance in the market. It's all about balance. That's what Wyckoff accumulation is. That is one of my favorite ways to measure the market. If I can find it. Where's my Wyckoff chart? One of my favorite ways to measure the market is Wyckoff accumulation. Wyckoff accumulation is very difficult to learn. Here is the oversimplified version of Wyckoff accumulation. You have accumulation, your markup, aka your bull run, your distribution, aka your top, and your markdown, aka your bear market. What does this look like, ladies and gentlemen? What does this look like? Can anybody give me a guess? Alan says, thank you for explaining everything in detail. At your boy Ski. What does this look like right here, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you the answer. Turn this thing sideways. I bet we can find one that's sideways. Here we go. It's all about... Okay. Well, I don't want that. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. And let's go back. Wyckoff accumulation is all about finding balance in the market. That's it. That's all that it is. where the supply is greater than demand and where the demand is greater than supply. That's it. That's all that it is. That's all that it does. This is all Wyckoff accumulation. All right. Now, that being said, upside targets 48K, realistic upside targets 42K. It wouldn't shock me to get a pullback, though. I think at some point we're going to get a pullback. Probably around Christmas, around the next full moon, I anticipate us to get a pullback. We're out of the full moon energy now. So we're heading into the new moon energy, which is the most bullish time frame. It would not be crazy at all for us to get very euphoric at this time. From here, if Bitcoin goes to 40, let's say the number is 45K. From 40K, where we're at now, to 45K, I think is when we're going to have our alt season. Okay? Now, it is very important. It is very important. Just as greedy or just as fearful as we was down here, just as scary as it was at 15,500, just as fearful, as scary as your wife's boyfriend telling you it's going lower. When we get here, you will have the reverse feeling. It will feel like you're an idiot for taking profit. The wife's boyfriend are going to come out and say, it's going to 100K, bro. It's going to 200K, bro. Trust me. I called 12K. That's what they're going to tell you. So it is very important to have a plan in place. If somebody says, I'm feeling very greedy, it's important to have a plan in place. Because a pullback to $35,000 is very normal. And if we go all the way up to $50,000 on a wick, a pullback to $35,000 is going to be dramatic as hell. That's a 30% pullback. That will be normal and healthy. To me, that will be the last prime time accumulation for Bitcoin, and this is what it's going to look like right here. Now, I first anticipated that we were getting this. This is the same fractal, the same structure, the same 4-year cycle that we've been doing. This blue line is the 2013 bull run, and I've laid it out that this was the true top, and I laid that out because of Wyckoff distribution. All right, so let's go to Wyckoff distribution, which measures the top. You have your bull market followed by your buying climax, okay? Your bull market followed by your buying climax. Then you have an automatic reaction, your secondary test, okay? Your automatic reaction, your secondary test, your sign of weakness goes a little bit lower. Your sign of weakness goes a little bit lower, followed by your up thrust. The up thrust goes higher than the up thrust goes higher than the buying climax. The up thrust goes higher than the buying climax. But the buying climax is exactly what it sounds like. A bit loud. The buying climax is exactly what it sounds like. It is the tippity, it's the euphoric moment in the market. What's a bit loud? Do you think we'll have a retracement before the... So the retracement is this right here. I think what you're asking me is, do you think we'll have a pullback before the ETF? And I do think we're going to have a pullback. This right here is the retracement. The retracement, here's an oversimplified explanation of a retracement. Okay. The retracement kind of gets confused, but like here's the top of the market and it's a ball. It bounces and hits the ground at the bottom and then it bounces about 50 to 70%. This is the retracement. A pullback after the retracement, I think, is what you're asking, and I certainly think that will happen as well. This right here is the retracement. What price should we take Jasmine profits? TikTok music. Is the music loud for everybody? I agree with you. In my opinion, it's perfect on YouTube. What about TikTok? It says it's loud on TikTok and perfect on YouTube. All right, we'll turn it down a smidgen. There we go. Turn it down a smidgen. So yes, I think the downside target for Bitcoin right now is 35,000. That's a nice healthy pullback. Whoops. Nice healthy pullback of 35,000. Realistically, we could keep going though to 42. My overall target that I had months and months and months ago was 42,000, as high as 48,000. I think we're going to get it in the next coming weeks. In the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to get it. After we get it, it will be maximum greed. Look for the greed to be up in the 80s, perhaps even the 90s. That is going to be your signal. Let's see if we can get a bigger time frame on when this was. Let's go on the yearly. I wonder how far this goes back. It only goes back to 2023. Well, that's no good. I'm interested to see what the fear and greed on Bitcoin was. Let's see if I can find this. Because this would be a pretty good, let's see. Okay, this is nonsense. All right, here we go. What we got? 2019. Nice. So if we could get 2016, that's... We don't. Okay, let me see about the... I think we did have a retracement in 2019, though. We did. So, June... Let's see what the fear and greed was here. The 27th of 2019. The 27th of 2019. Oh yeah, I can see it right here. So this was, it was at 100. Oh no, 70, 80, 87 is what it got to. So that's what I was thinking too, like in the mid 80s, the fear and greed. What price should we take a Jasmine? Okay, I got you guys. Can I be liquidated on fees if I hold too long short position on high leverage? You 100% can. Music down like a touch. I'll turn it up a little bit on YouTube. Hold on. There we go. All right, I turned it up on YouTube and down on TikTok. All right, let's get into your guys' coins. That's pretty much. How's that? It says, what's your price prediction if the ETF gets denied? The narrative, like the narratives are irrelevant to me. And I've said that I've been very consistent, like show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. So this is what the charts tell me that we're going to do. Okay? The charts said, and I had this out here back in this moment. I had this fractal out here. So the chart's already said that we're going to have a huge breakout. Whoops. And we're going to be ranging here for the better part of 180 days. Oh my God, I moved my Fibonacci. Damn it. So the chart's already had that. And I already see a big pullback coming. So what is that going to be from? I don't know. So probably that could be the narrative. Oh, we already hit 5,000 likes before we even got into anybody's coins. You guys are awesome. Leon, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Can you use leverage long term? Low leverage. All right, guys. If you're new here, every 5,000 likes, I give away a free exit plan on a coin. I do full portfolio reviews on my Patreon. Every 5,000 likes, I give away one coin. If you want to win that, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. If you guess it, you get to pick a coin. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Go. $88, $80, $56, $77, $21, $44, $27, $33, $87, $2, $42, $42, $53, $13, $85, $51, $9, $15, $36, $39, $62 is the winner. Winner. Chicken dinner for easy. Eric, 29 or 28.93 is the winner. The number is 62. Winner. Chicken dinner. Andrew, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
What is your coin? What up, Jay? So easy. Just let me know what coin you want me to give an exit, how I would exit in the bull market. Let's do LRC. All right. Fair enough. All right, so we're going to start off the predictions with, is there a pullback on Bitcoin soon? I think so. I think so indeed. I think in the next month or two, we're going to pull back to 35,000. And there's a potential that we go as high as 48 to 50K before getting that pullback, which would be pretty brutal. Okay, so this looks like Wyckoff accumulation to me. Where do you see Fetch AI? I got you. This looks like Wyckoff accumulation. We would want this low to hold here at 18 cents to be confirmed. I would take 10% at 54 cents. I would take 20% at $1.40. I would take 30% at $2.18. And I would take the remaining 20% at $8. That is how I would play LRC in the bull market. And if you guys want me to do that coin, don't worry. At 10,000 likes, we'll do another giveaway. And I offer this full service on my Patreon, as well as I have a full course over there. Is Bitcoin over 80 on the weekly? It is. It certainly is. We are definitely getting potato range. We are definitely at potato range as far as you're splitting hairs. You are certainly splitting hairs at this point. I'm personally going to continue to wait to 42K, but I wouldn't be mad at you for taking 10 or 20%. Jeff, Super Farm, I got you, fam. Trey, thank you for the rose. What's your top 10? Top 5. I'll give you my top 5, and I'll give you my top 5 low markets. Top 4, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Quant. Top 5 low markets, Sauce, Ergo, Flux, Chia, DNX. There you go. That's, and then you could throw in Dent. All right, Super Farm. Is that the coin? By the way, if you guys want to get bumped to the front of the line for these predictions, you can become a member. But after that, it will be first come, first serve. All right, so let's get Super Farm. Super Farm. Thoughts on Alice Utility, only 68 million supply, or DAG? I think I like DAG more. Dent. D-E-N-T is the last one. The rest of them are correct. This is Wyckoff accumulation right here, brother. This is Wyckoff accumulation right here. This is your sign of strength. This is what I teach over on my Patreon. For the price of a cup of coffee. All right, so here's link. This is Wyckoff accumulation. Textbook Wyckoff accumulation right here. Textbook Wyckoff accumulation. This is your sign of strength. This is very good. Pullback. You could back test as low as 28 cents. I don't know how high this thing is going to go, but this is Wyckoff accumulation. This is what I teach over there on my Patreon. So the portfolio reviews are $53, and we're only going to be able to take about 3 more on that. And then the course is $10. So I teach all this stuff over there. Retracement, though, $1. Parabolic is $5.20. 42K is the lower end of it. Yeah, but 48K is the higher end. Thoughts on Alice? Oh, yeah, we already looked at that one. All right, we'll get into your guys' coins now. And keep spamming that like button. We're already at 9,000 coins. Not coins. 9,000 likes. Imagine. All right, so we got Teo. Landshare. Matic. Do you like... I am indifferent on Aurea. Viat. Dot. XYO. Audius. Novo. Soul. Rise. E-Gold. Oh, it's Brise, actually. Cake. Little Labs. Cass. Gala and Fetch. SYLOXDC. Sharp. $10X on Ski. Oh, we already hit the 10,000. All right. Which do you prefer, Amp or Jasmine? Let me get Amp. I prefer these type of questions. Vlad, thank you for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Casper with a C. Hint. I'm glad you brought up Hint because I haven't looked at H&T's price or my I know for sure ILV's working on Wyckoff accumulation as well. XYO's on the list. Oral. Saucer swap and H-bar. All right. ARB. All right. I am thinking, if you're new here, every 5,000 likes, I give away a free giveaway on an exit plan. Because I do portfolio reviews over on my Patreon. If you want to win, all you have to do is guess the number that I am thinking of. The number is between 1 and 100. Ready? Go! 16, 74, 43, 12, 24, 43, 88, 55, 87, 12, 13. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner for Dana. We'll do one for YouTube because they didn't even get it to go. We'll do one for YouTube as well. So if you're on there, you want to win, you can go over on to YouTube as well. We're going to do another one for YouTube. 1 in 100 for YouTube because they're on a delay. And he got that one quick. Go. It's not 32. YouTube kick rocks. Bruh. Dana win. Dana won. I'm just giving more people a chance to win. 85 is not it. Dana won on TikTok. 33. AIOZ for Dana. Teo's on the list. 28. All right, we'll give a couple more Caspa predictions. 12. We'll give a couple more guesses for YouTube. 1. 11. Do you do price predictions? I do. All right. All right, YouTube, you'll have to wait for the next 5,000. You'll have to wait till 15,000 likes on TikTok. I'll give you guys a head start next time. All right, AIOZ for Dana. Or is it Dana? Is Chia on it? It's not. But I got you. XTC price prediction. XTC's on the list. All right, this is, again, a Wyckoff accumulation, and it is already retraced. So for AIOZ, this is a good place to take a solid, like, 20% here. I mean, for crying out loud, it's up. What are we up here? Not even from the bottom. Yeah, 6x. Anytime you 5x, like, that's a good place to take out your full initial. I would take at least 20% here. I would take another 20% at 26 cents. I would take 20% at 60 cents and the rest at 97 cents. DAG, TIA, GFAL. What's your thoughts on Morpheus Network? Fundamentally, I don't have any thoughts on Morpheus Network, but chart-wise, as well as like the symbolism of Morpheus Network, the name, like the connections, I'm very interested in Morpheus Network, at least to the point to looking into it more. Taking profits on Caspa now, taking profits all over. Let's go, bro. What do you think of Haka? Only 188 million, 180. Are you talking about Naka or Haka? What cryptos do you think big companies can adopt, like Apple, Meta, Nvidia, etc.? Haka. We'll take a look at Haka. I mean, I think XRP is like the winner of the start over of grand magnitude. Like that's gonna be the banker's coin. I think I'm pretty sure there's a lot of companies that are already involved with like Disney's already involved, Coca-Cola is already involved with Polygon. We're getting into it. Monica. Don't rush me. All right, Teo is starting it off. Teo is parabolic. This is full on parabolic. I would take profit for Teo. TAO is full on parabolic. Now, it doesn't mean it can't continue to rip past this, but in my experience, anything that ignores the Fibonacci's eventually gets wrecked 99%. This is a typical place to get rejected, and in fact, it stalled out here at the 3618, and you can see that. It was definitely hanging out between the 236 and the 3618. It was stalling between the 2618 and the 3618 for some time. So this is parabolic. I would definitely consider taking profit here, especially because it's up a 7x. And really, like, I can't give you more predictions off of that. Like, I can tell you it'll probably come back to the 156 mark. Maybe at least to the 232 mark. But I can't really give you too much on that. It's already parabolic. All right, I think land share. What is something I can short? Oh, I'm not going to tell you that. It's dangerous to short at these times, bro. Land share, not looking great. Still making lows. The parabolic one. That was Teo. It can oh, this is Landbox long LAND. Okay. This is looking great. This is Wyckoff accumulation before the SOS. So this looks like what Link looked like before it had a sign of strength, which would bring you to like the $3.63 range would be like the medium term move, which is like a 1x from current price. Max retracement is 227 and the parabolic is $22 hairs. Is this still the wrong one? Matic. Thoughts on 0x0 AI? That one always like trips me up trying to like type it in. Oops. Matic was one of the strongest performers during the bear market. Did a 3x. This is pretty strong Wyckoff accumulation though, especially right here. Retracement, you're looking at $2, and parabolic is $9.50. Eve AI. I got you. My favorite AI coin is DNX, by the way. Because it actually has the computational power to do what every AI coin claims that they can do. It actually has the computational power potentially to do what they claim that every one of them does. Astrodeo, what's the ticker for that? It's a good time to take entry for major alts. Fetch AI. I think Fetch is on the list. I have some altcoins that I'm I've purchased recently. I'm looking at a lot of the coins that look very similar to what Link looked like pre. I'm looking at this right here. I'm looking at Wyckoff accumulation pre SOS. So this is what I'm looking for, coins that look like this. Just boring and sideways at the bottom of the range. Is your thesis still retrace, back test, low, mid? Yes. We're working on the retracement. You could classify it as done. We're technically at the 0.5 for Bitcoin. You could definitely say that this is it. I personally think it's going to go at least to 42, but it wouldn't shock me if 40 was it. And I think that it could go as high as 48K and followed by a back test to like 35K. That's still my thesis. Yes, Dan. So like DAG right now. Does DAG look like that? Let's see. Put me on to some altcoins that look like that, because this is the ones that I want to buy. It could be. This could be your spring. Could be. It's not as clean, but that definitely looks like Wyckoff accumulation. For sure. I don't know. What's the deal with the inflation? This leads me to believe that there's like inflation. What's like the market cap of DAG? I wonder. What does the market cap of it look like? Is there one like that? I don't know. I don't think I have that chart. Algorand making moves. Can the altcoins double bottom or missed opportunity? They can, but most everything, to me, you're looking at a back test of your sign of strength. So I'll give you guys a little snippet on like what I teach over on my Patreon. So just like $10, you buy me a cup of coffee, and I have 17 hours of lessons over on my Patreon, and I teach all about Wyckoff. So a double bottom is technically possible, but my investment thesis is never what is possible, but rather what is likely. So you have this sign of strength, followed by the squiggliness. That's just your oversimplification, but that's basically where we're at for Link. But a back test into $12 for Link, I think, is possible. Even at $13 is a good buy for Link. But that's the more likelihood, is like you have your breakout followed by a back test of the prior high end range. That's the more likely, rather than a full on double bottom. Is it one off $10 or recurring? All the information is available. Like you get access to all the videos for one time purchase. But I upload weekly over there, and I do request on NDFTA. So you can make it recurring if you want to, but you're not locked in. I upload every Thursday over there. Every single Thursday, I upload a new video. 15K ski. It's 14 on mine. 14.3 on mine. Can you render, please? Already took profit at $3.95. Didn't sell the whole bag. Yeah, we'll look at render. Can you check auction, sir? Dan the man says 100. Yeah, I take requests though, like all the coins that you guys wanted to do. Like I do in-depth TA every single week. So like just an example, like the thumbnail that I used for this video was actually the thumbnail that I made for the Patreon on all of their requested coins. So those were their requested coins that I did in-depth TA on, actually, if I'm being 100. Cyper Crimea River, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll look at Dot. Jasmine. This could be your spring. This is hopefully your spring for Wyckoff. This would be your target, 962. Retracement, $25 hairs. Parabolic is 121. Can I look at Tei, please? All right, guys, we hit 15K. Jasmine's on the list, fam. If you're new here, every 5,000 likes, I give away a free exit target strategy for the bull run. If you want me to do your entire portfolio, I offer that service under my portfolio review. If you want to win right now for free, though, all you have to do is guess the number that I am thinking of. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100. YouTube, go. TikTok, go. Now it's fair. How are you? 82, 53, 34, 97, 59, 73, 32. Almost forgot my number. Had to look real quick. 83, 54, 44, 83, 45, 11, 47, 66, 53, 2, 14, 39, 43. Easy. You can't win twice. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. I'm sorry, brother. You can't win twice in one live stream. $77, Crypto Gambino. Wait, can you guys see it? There it is. 77. Crypto Gambino won. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. If it's not 2, it's rigged. It's all good, but hey, thanks for being a good sport. One win per live stream, but you can guess. If you win, I'll just say, like, you're just the master at, like, understanding the psychology of your boy Ski's brain. On which freaking number he's going to pick. Demetria, what is the tickers for that Radiant Substance? TIA for Crypto Gambino, which I think it's on the list as well, which is convenient. TIA. Man, oh man. Well, I thought it was. All right, if you didn't win, don't worry. Just keep spamming that like button. Once we get to 20,000, we'll do another one. And I offer that service on my Patreon. I do a full portfolio review for what I'm about to do for Crypto Gambino for your entire portfolio, as well as give you reviews, critiques, strategies, all that and more. I can only really, my man, I can't really do this one. Pick another coin. This doesn't have enough data. I mean, I can tell you that, like, the parabolic is 14.9. Check out Algo. Crypto Gambino, you want to pick another one? I would take 100% profit at $15. Haka for Mr. J. Is this the... Haka's on the list already. Soul. All right, we'll do Soul. That's a good one. Check out Algo. And then we got Caudy. Render's on the list, fam. DR. MTV. Remember when MTV just used to be music? AIOZ. I already did AIOZ. AIOZ is already retracing fully. I don't remember what the parabolic is. All right, Sol. All right, this is how I would play Sol in the bull market. This too is the same as Link. Okay, this is Wyckoff accumulation. This is beautiful. It's working on its sign of strength. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't really particularly love Solana, the coin, but the chart, this is beautiful. Chef's kiss. Or kiss to the chef. This is gorgeous. Retracement is 129. So where we're at right here, not a bad idea to take 10%. I would take 30% at 130. I would take another 20% at 180. And I would take the remainder at 650. And then maybe you could hold 10% to 888. Jose, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Audius, Jasmine's on the list. XRD. But yeah, this is like a lot of these charts are looking really good, really good. A lot of the altcoins, this is all Wyckoff accumulation. Like I even have it right here. This is I like to do this. Here's like a little tip. I like to put this Wyckoff accumulation right on there. To do that, go under images. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th, 7th tab down. Click the little tab. You will see an image right here. And then you can put a picture of Wyckoff right there as a little cheat sheet for you. That's what I like to do. But a lot of these altcoins are looking exactly like this. And that is amazing. That's exactly what you want to see. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Because what comes after Wyckoff accumulation is your markup. Your markup, ladies and gentlemen. After Wyckoff accumulation, so you have accumulation and then your markup, aka your bull run. That is what's next in the big picture. This is a very zoomed out version of the market. But the bottom nonsense, ugly nastiness is done with. That doesn't mean we won't have pullbacks, but new lows is done. ENJ. Hey man, do you help beginners trade? Yes, I have a full course on my Patreon for the price of a cup of coffee, aka $10. If you buy me a cup of coffee at Starbucks, I will teach you how to trade, and I do in-depth TA weekly on requested coins. But I have over 17 hours of lessons on everything that I'm teaching right now. I have 17 hours of lessons, and I upload every single Thursday, as well as you get access to my private Discord over there. You don't have to buy it, but if you want to learn, that's where you can do it. I answer every single question on here as well for free. I called the bottom for free on the day, and the breakout for free. But if you want to learn, you want to take your game up to the next level, you can do so on my Patreon for $10. Most people charge $300, $500, $700, $1,000. I charge $10. Engine. Both. Most people are better off dollar cost averaging. To be real, 99% of the people are better off dollar cost averaging. But if you want to learn at least how to measure the market as well, or if you want to put your skills to the test and you're willing to put in the work, willing to put in the time, there's no magic pill, there's no magic indicator, there's no magic trading bot. It doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of work. But I can teach you to do that. I'm not out here trying to sell the moon, the stars, get rich quick. None of that. It's a lot of freaking work is what it is. All right, XYO. You always got to push that next level. Same thing for XYO. XYO is also looking like Wyckoff accumulation. I've 3x'd on XYO. The SOS would bring you to 2 cents. So this is XYO, honestly, is a pre, as long as the inflation, I'm not 100% on what the inflation is, but as long as the tokenomics are good on XYO, this looks like a pre-link move, which would bring you to about 2 cents. Retracement is 4 cents. Parabolic for XYO is 20 cents. XMON DMTR. I got you, fam. Moon says, I really want to learn the business for upcoming bull run. Well, you can do so under my Patreon. The link is in my bio. 120, I believe so. Kenny, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's $10. Do you trade futures? 90, even for me, guys, 90% of my portfolio, I accumulate. And I also accumulate, I dollar cost average into USDC and Tether along with the rest of my accumulation. And I look for good buying opportunities to buy. I do trade a little bit on leverage, but that is 10% of my portfolio. Cup. El Garrido, thank you for the follow, you savage. What fib levels do? Okay.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Apple. Give me a better question. Okay, there you go. What fib levels do you take profit? Okay, every coin is different. Every coin honors different fib levels, but generally, I'll give you the generals, and then I'll tell you like what Bitcoin honors. The retracement, which people confuse what a retracement is. The retracement is you're bouncing from the top to the bottom, and then you bounce about 50 to 70%. The low end of that is your 382, and the high is 702. So that's going to be your range. Typically, it's between the 0.5 and the 702. That's your general retracement levels. These are good places to take profit because even if it goes parabolic, oftentimes it will get rejected here. And I just drew a penis, I just realized. Get rid of that. For parabolic, the general parabolic is between the 1618 and the 3618. Some things go to the 4236, but the general is between the golden ratio. This is like everything is the 1618, and a lot of like stocks really honor the 1618. Bitcoin, however, the levels, I'll show you guys Bitcoin. They really honor the 618. Bitcoin really honors the 618 for a retracement, which would bring us to 46K. And it really honors a 3618 for the parabolic. And I'll show you guys that. So here's the prior bull run. As you can see, it retraced to the 618. It wicked slightly above it, but realistically, it hit the 618. And then the bull run. Let's extend this. Extend to the right. March. There you go. Boom. The buying climax hit it perfectly. Nailed it on the head. Look at that. Boom. On the nose. That's the buying climax. That's the real top. That's when Coinbase IPO'd. That's when Vitalik sold the top. That's when it was laser eyes and diamond hands. This was liquidity. This is an upthrust. I went over this earlier in the live stream. This is not the real top. When you look at crypto trends, same thing. Crypto trends. The top of Google searches was in April and May. And then this little retracement here was in November. Okay? April and May and in November. And if we look at the prior bull run, it's the same thing. Here it is. It looks exactly like this right here. This is why I have it lined up just like this. Okay? Where do you see a pullback for Bitcoin? 35K, certainly. He said he put up the eggplant. Velo. Great question. I like answering questions too. I actually prefer it. Thank you for the heart and the rose, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
It's more interesting to me to just answer questions. I've got a bag for 2025. What to learn to trade to make money every week now? Do you teach that? I do. On my Patreon, I currently have 17 hours of lessons. It is $10 to get access to that. I upload every single week, and I have in-depth lessons, 17 hours currently. It's $10. You get access to my private Discord. I take requests to do in-depth TA on different coins. Can you go over taking profit limits, exchanges on how to prepare before the bull run? Yeah, you just do limit orders. You just need to put a percentage of your portfolio. I never recommend putting the whole thing on there, but a percentage, and then you just do a limit order, and then you don't even have to think about it. From 40K or later on. 40K, it's possible that this is it for Bitcoin. This would be the low end of the retracement, and where we're at right now, we're at the 0.5. So technically, yes, this could be it, but the upside targets are 48K. And actually, like, what's more painful? Like, you got to think about it like this. What's the most painful way that the market can go possible that wrecks as many people as possible? Honestly, wrecking the bears fully to 48K before then wrecking all the bulls back down to 30, 35K. Which would be a nice 27% pullback. That's probably the most painful route that it can go. That's what it likes to do. That's what they all like to do. They like to go whatever's the most painful that's going to wreck the most people. That's what it likes to do. Limits on amounts of money you can pull out of exchanges when taking profits. Every exchange has different levels. I think it's like 150,000. Like some of them are like 25,000 per day. But you can use Coinbase's card. Uphold and Coinbase have been pretty good to me as far as like pulling money out when I need them. They're pretty damn liquid. Win the alt run very soon, my friend. Very, very, very soon. In reality, we're seeing some things just fly. Every exchange has a different thing, and you have to just read their. You have to read their terms. I assume the fees just got ghastly during the bull run. It depends on the network. So, like, you can look, if you go on CoinMarketCap, if you're specifically looking at, like, Ethereum, it's literally went up since this live stream started. It was at 46 when I started. It's now at 56. 56 is pretty high. For a bear market, that's high. Bull market, I've seen this thing well over 100, and that's when you start paying, like, crazy, stupid fees on Ethereum. But it's basically 100% off of supply and demand of what the fees are under Ethereum. I personally think that it's way better to use XRP, XLM, Polygon. Like, those networks are way faster. Tron, Solana, they're way faster, way cheaper. What do you think about NFTs? NFTs, I think that the technology is awesome. the technology is going to be it's revolutionary technology that will change the world in every single way, in every single like asset of your life. I think that that's awesome. And also, two things can be true at once. And also, all 99.99% of it is complete nonsense right now. But the underlying technology is amazing. XRP going to 1,000? I don't think so. I have a price target between $5 and $14. What's the easiest way to buy DNX? Do you need a VPN? I'm in the USA. The easiest way is just MEXC. But you can mine it as well. The easiest way, though, is MEXC. How about a beautiful prediction on GRT? I believe GRT is one of the other ones. All right, we'll do Naka real quick. I believe that GRT is another one that has a nice little accumulation structure. How high render go? I think it's 32. I'm ready. XLM to $100. I have a price target for XLM of $3. But I am not off of what is possible. I am off of what is likely. Naka, what the? Oh, this isn't a good chart. That's why. I was like, Naka, you sly dog, you. Already going parabolic. It's already retracing, though. This is Wyckoff accumulation, sign of strength. And this is a full-on retracement. $3.41. Parabolic for Naka is $17. Are Bitcoin miners like Riot, Myra going to tank after halvening? It's just supply and demand. So the Bitcoin halvening is going to be a nothing burger, in my opinion, as far as price. But shortly after the halvening, it starts to get crazy. I think my headphones just died. H-bar to $5. I have a price target of H-bar of $1. 88 cents, really. I'm showing 18.5 on my screen, guys. Did we lose the music? Is that what happened? I think we lost the music, huh? Oh, it's because he's here. There we go. Let me send more like boss on it. The graph to $7. All right, we'll look at the graph because I believe that's a it's a link like target. It's a link like chart rather. Link like chart. Pre-link like breakout, and it certainly is. This is Wyckoff accumulation right here, ladies and gentlemen. So your SOS would bring you to a minimum of 30 cents, and it could bring you as high as 65 cents. That's where your link style move would bring you. Probably 30 cents is more likely, which is still a 1x. Retracement for GRT is 135. Parabolic is 657. So $7 for a graph, it's possible. That would be the max. Oh, that was a good one. All right, what questions do you guys have? I like answering your questions. Cardano to $10, $8, $6, $6 to $8 for Cardano. 10 is possible, but any coins that haven't started retracing yet, GRT, XYO, Rose. There's a few. There's definitely a good bit of them. ICP, XYO, VRA, PYR. Oh no, PYR is looking just like Link. I mean, you could count Sauce, really. Caspa's parabolic. Amp says, whoops. Amp and file. Let's see. Yeah, amp. But I don't love this though. LCX. Yeah, I think LCX too. Near Protocol, Velo. DAG, yeah, I don't like the inflation on DAG. What few coins would you definitely avoid? Anything that has like a crazy amount of inflation. XTC also. You need to like, or the founders like own a crazy amount of it, or both. Or the founders just keep making new coins. Yeah, XTC, this is Wyckoff. The SEC already got its SOS followed by its back test. XTC might low-key be ahead of everything. So this is like Wyckoff accumulation, your sign of strength, followed by your back test. Like, this is a good reaccumulation spot for me for XTC. Retracement is 12 cents, as high as I think it's 66 cents. Yeah. Let's look at LCX. What is this? Yeah, Rose is one that I'm keeping my eye on. Rose is it looks exactly like Link did. LCX as well. LCX is Wyckoff accumulation pre-SOS. The SOS would probably bring you to 23 cents. Rose, I'm keeping my eye on. Rose looks exactly like Link did. And I even have it right here. Gorgeous. This is Wyckoff accumulation, ladies and gentlemen. Gorgeous chicken dinner time. The back test. What could Rose do? The parabolic for Rose, 140. Retracement, 30 cents. I think the SOS move, though, is 16 cents. Would you be staking all your bags during accumulation or just BTC then? The next phase, I plan to accumulate a lot more. I'm going to be accumulating Bitcoin, but I'm going to be accumulating alts as well. DCA. All right, we hit 20K, y'all. If you're new here, I give away a exit target for whatever coin you want in the bull run, how I would play that in the bull run. If you want to win, all you have to do is guess the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 100. I offer this full service on my portfolio. YouTube, go. TikTok, go. Two. 45, 75, 70, 33, 31, 77, 55. $31, 82, 93. BCB, King, Filecoin, 69. BCB also does Wyckoff. Wyckoff is the method. I did not invent Wyckoff method. Neither did BCB. Richard Wyckoff invented Wyckoff method. Richard Wyckoff was born in 1873. BCB also has good things. I like BCB. Me and BCB do not agree on everything. $44, 23, 14. My guy, do you have Tourette's? 53, 84, 100, 62, 23, 27, 42, 88, 97, 98, 58, 70. Oh my God. 55, 77, 31, 98, 92. Louis D. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Louis D. I said 92. I'll go look. You might. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna go look. Let's see. I see an 82. I see a 93. I see a 91. I see a 98. 42. I see a 43. I don't see a 92, my man. I'm gonna look. I was distracted, so it's possible that you did say it. If you said it, I'll do both of them. But I'm not seeing it. I see an 11, 12, 25, 24, 21, 34, 65, 64, 63. I don't see it, bro. You said 93 and you said 91. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Actually. Yeah. I don't think you said it, bro. I said 92 last year, damn it. He says, I feel like that average. It's not the law of averages. Don't worry. We'll do another one. 200K Bitcoin in the bull run. That's the max. Access, how far can that go? How do I collect? All right. All you have to do, because it's a game that we play every 5,000 likes, we give away one free exit strategy. So, basically, just tell me a coin, and I will tell you exactly how I would play that in the bull run. And this is the service that I offer for your entire portfolio. So tell me whatever coin you would like, and I'll tell you exactly how I would play this in the bull run. Doge, I got you. XLM, $3.11 for XLM. $2.40 for Doge. Aave, please. What if I have 124 tokens? I'll do your top 50. Render at 32. If you want me to do all of them, it's just double. But I'll do your top 50 for the regular price. But I would tell you 124 coins is entirely too many. That would be my critiques. There you go. That's free critiques. You need to consolidate that, brethren. So what's your coin that you want me to do, Louis? Just became a funded crypto trader today. My man, Quant. 1,000 as high as 1388 for Quant. API 3. Okay, solid. API 3. Yeah, 124 is too many for me to do for $53. But I'll do your top 50, and then if you want me to do all of them, I suppose I could. What do you think Bitcoin will retrace back to before black? 35K is my downside target. Bo Photo Jones, thank you for the heart, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
API 3 is looking gorgeous, you guys. API 3 is another coin that is pre. It looks exactly like Link did pre Sign of Strength. All right, let's pull up Link because this is good. This is good. Not financial advice, but this looks the exact same right here. Pre big move, and in fact, let's pull them up. API 3 was actually one of the ones that I was keeping my eye on as well. Actually, let's put them like so. All right, this is... So we got Link on the bottom. Sign of Strength move on Wyckoff. And then we have API 3. This is the same right here. So it could go at least to the $3 mark in the medium to short term, which is a 1x from current price target. I would take 10% there. I would take 20% at the 0.5, which is $5. I would take another 10% at the 702, which is $7. I would take 20% at $14, and I would take the remainder at $24. An upside target is 48K to the max. 42K is the likely. Gav's dad, thank you for the chili pepper. And Zoe Nico, thank you for the rose. You savages.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Quant is 1,000 as high as 1,300. What coin was this? API 3. is one that I have. I'm considering accumulating for the retracement ride. This looks like it could have a big move. What is up with this? Like, it's putting rock on. Are we on, like... Polkadot or Chainlink? I like Chainlink better. Bitcoin waking up. This brother. Old school. EDM. Classic. Did you say it was a good time to come in on LCX? Not financial advice, but the charts look good to accumulate. Dollar cost average. Is Silo a good buy? Take a look. Chainlink end of year. I'll tell you, like, the bull run, like 2025 is 128. As high as 178. All right, let's continue. We got Cake. Crow. Crow's on the list. That's the max. 120 is the max. It could just retrace, though. 17 for Cake is the retracement, and the parabolic is 100. SGB. Lit. Is parabolic. I don't know if you're still watching, brother, but this thing is all the way to 3618. This thing is parabolic. I remember who asked for that. Who asked for that? I don't remember. If you're still watching, this thing's parabolic. Consider taking profit. Especially because... yeah, it's up 16x. Take profit. For the love of God, take profit. Dharma Kid. Thank you for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
He wanted me to do Crow. Crow looks like it's working on its SOS. Render. We'll look at Render. A lot of people are requesting that one. 39 cents. Max retracement is 61 cents. Parabolic, $2.33. Are we going to the moon now? Win moon, bro. We're retracing. We're just retracing. Some things are going to go to the moon. But mostly we're just retracing. How many X can GFAL go? We'll take a look. I did Polkadot already. I don't remember what its retracement was. Come on, bro. How are you going to ask me 17 times and then not even know when I do it? 26. I'm like worried that this thing is... If you did XRP, XRP is $5 to $14. You see Luna booming, it's good to buy or it's gamble. It's definitely a gamble. What render? I don't think there's anything fundamental about Luna. Taya is already parabolic. Dirty old trucker says, thinking about selling a spare semi truck and going 100x long on some poo-poo coin. I cannot advise that. Yeah, render is already retracing. Parabolic is $27. I did Taya as well. There wasn't a lot of data. TIA. I did both of these. I don't remember what it was though. Yeah, there's not enough data for me to give a prediction on that one. Let's see. Luna. Honestly, if you pull from here, retracement is a 1x. Parabolic gets you at 8x. Could it get to 1 cent again? No. Suppose it's possible. Game starter. BitTrue gave me my Luna airdrop. Yo, boy, Ski. What's going on with Bitcoin? It's a trap. It's retracing. We called this out months ago, Mr. Cruz. I'm pretty sure you were here when I called this out. GFLA. We'll do GFAL next. We'll do Jasmine. I know Jasmine was requested many times. Will Pepe do? I think Pepe is going to do like a 10x. Jasmine looks like Wyckoff accumulation. SOS could take you to 2 cents, as high as 4 cents. Retracement, 10 cents. Parabolic, 49 cents. GFLA is already parabolic. Consider taking profit. What is by its SOS? Are you asking me what do I mean? James, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
FET. Can you share your 30x plus coin, brother, please? Sign of strength. That's right. Sign of strength. The main thing that I use to measure the market is Wyckoff. The technical, my bread and butter technically is Wyckoff method. And Wyckoff accumulation, after your like depths of despair, basically sideways and boring, you have a big move to the upside, and that's your sign of strength. And that tells you that accumulation, aka the bottom range, is done. But it's a big move that takes place. Filecoin tokenomics are poo-poo. Tyrone, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Like we won't have we are certainly going to have a correction. Certainly. 35K is what I think the targets are. We could get into the 30s, but 35 is the likelihood downside. When? I think it's going to be soon. We are definitely getting into greed territory. I think I did fetch AI already. Yeah, I did. This is already on its retracement here. Parabolic is $4.20. Yeah, 42K to 48 is the upside target for Bitcoin, and downside is 35K. Bro, why do I keep getting the same song? What is going on? I'm like so confused right now. What's good, brother? What up, fam? Did you do HakaNet? I did not. I know that it's been requested many times, though. This looks like Wyckoff too. The whole market looks the same. Retracement is 18 cents. Parabolic could go as high as 120. 35 by the end of December. Yeah, I think so. Retrace is the move to the upside. A pullback is the technical term, Mr. Cruz. We're technically retracing now, which is the big move to the upside after. Devin, let's get that money. Can you look at XTP? Was a good day to pick a Sidious man. ETH. 7,000 as high as 15,000 for ETH. We'll look at ETH. I put out on my Discord this $2,200 target. Or not my Discord, but on my Patreon. And we could get as high as 2,400 for ETH. Where'd my Fibonacci's go? What the hell? But again, this is the same thing. Wyckoff accumulation. We could get as high as 2,400 in the medium term, short term, and if ETH wants to go crazy, we could get into the 3,300 for ETH. Do you think it will retrace the same as Bitcoin? Yeah, so like the same level would be 3,300. Like if Bitcoin gets to 48K, the same level for Ethereum would be 3,300. ETH is definitely behind Bitcoin at this point. So. And I think it will catch up. But at a minimum, it's going to get to 28.5. Wyckoff mean? Wyckoff is the main technical. It's Wyckoff method. Created by Richard Wyckoff over 100 years ago. This to me is like the most, if you just want like one technical thing to learn, it's this one. This is the most true on every asset, on every time frame. Richard Wyckoff created this over 100 years ago. It's the most accurate. It's very, very difficult to learn, but this is my bread and butter on how I measure the market, along with other things, especially technically. This is my bread and butter technically for measuring the markets. But Wyckoff method is named after Richard Wyckoff. Thank you for educating us. Do you think pullback comes like in every... Yeah. I think a pullback is coming. He says it's true. I know Richard personally. Richard! My man's 176 years old. Sell in December, January, then up, up, up. Yeah, I think so. I think we're very soon going to get a pullback. And for ETH pullback, probably 18.5 on the low end. It depends on how high we go, too. If we go to 3,300, the pullback is probably 2,300, honestly. At what point should you stop DCAing? When Bitcoin makes new all-time highs. $32K is possible, Mr. Cruz. But the likely is 35. There was level on 2-week MACD Bitcoin. Yeah, we are technically there. What will happen after the pullback? It will range or run. Yeah, I think it's going to range for 200 days. Sideways action. How much of a pullback do you reckon we'll get? 20 to 30%. I think that Filecoin is going to go to $100. It's possible, technically, to $700, but I don't see that happening because of the tokenomics. What's the minimum price Bitcoin next year? I'll give you the 2025 price because that's when the real bull run's going to start, or be crazy, rather. Bare bones minimum price for Bitcoin I see is 88K, and the max is 207K. Yeah, 20 to 30%. ILV, a lot of people have requested that one. We'll do that one. ILV is working on its sign of strength here, and I have it pulled up. This is something that I do. I put up like Wyckoff on a lot of coins that I want for a cheat sheet. With taxes, short-term capital gains, risking missed time and pullback retracement, better to hold through 2024. Not a bad strategy. I've already held a year and a day, though. If you hold for 1 year and 1 day, it is 20% capital gains. Can you chart Rio? Jasmine to $1. I have a 50-cent target for Jasmine. Matic is $9.50. All right, IOV retracement is 826. Parabolic is 25, as high as 4,200. Do you know Landshare? I don't know Landshare personally. Link will be epic. I think, yeah, 128 to 178 for Link. Look at Access, please. Thank you for the fire, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Let's look at Chia. I think it's... I can't even remember. Oh, XCH, that's right. Fetch AI. I already did Fetch AI. This looks like the spring. Whoa. Yeah, this looks like the spring right here. This needs to hold. Yo, Ski, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you? VRA. What do you think about time? I don't have any thoughts on that one. NCT. When do you see peak bull run? Q4 of 20. Yeah, that's about right. Thoughts on Ori chain on KuCoin? Can't get it off the exchange. ERC20 not available. Interesting. Decray Do It. INJ. So the SOS would bring you to 144. It's a pretty damn big move for Chia. We're looking at a 4X on Chia. Retracement is 818. Parabolic is 4200. Mal, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Thank you for the follow. ICP price prediction. Same thing. It's a pre sign of strength move. $11 is the target. Retracement 227. Parabolic is 777. How far down the list is Game Starter? It's on there. LTC. What the next move for Bitcoin is, it could technically still get as high as 42 to 48K. Downside targets of 35K. Ultimately, I still think we're going to be just hanging out 35 as high as 38, 39K for the better part of 6 months. I think File's going to do 100. All right, let's look at Flux. Can ETF be a sell the news event? That is certainly possible. Flux is also, like, the whole market looks the damn same. Retracement is 186 for Flux. Parabolic, $11. When to take profits on altcoins. My general rule of thumb, anytime you 1x your money, take 10%. Keep doing that. So, example, like, I'll lay it out for you. Let's say I invest 1K. Into Xcoin. And then Xcoin goes up 100%. Or a 1x. Now my 1K is now worth 2K. I always recommend taking at least 10% here. 10% of 2K is $200. Now you're 20% out of your initial investment. If you keep doing this, eventually where you want to be at is 100% of your 1K out, and then you have a moon bag to ride forever. That is the goal. What up, Ski? What up, King Henry? Filecoin all-time high 237. Do you think? No, I don't think it will reach the all-time high again. Personally, I think it's a very low likelihood chance because of the way that the tokenomics are. The tokenomics on that coin are not good. 4 coins, 500 each. How high do you see Gala going? 38 cents as high as 120. Do you think ICP will reach? No, I don't think so, but it's possible. Casper and Morpheus. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do those next. Out. If you can do that, you can ride the wave and not be like so stressed out about what's to come. Yeah, this is Wyckoff accumulation as well. Retracement is 118. Parabolic is $5. AIOZ, I did that one. Did I miss XYO? You did. 20 cents. How high? I think it'll at least go to the retracement. 173. All right, MNW. Super Farm, I did that one in the beginning of the live stream. Morpheus, big sell-off for Morpheus. Interesting. But it's holding at a critical level here, so that's good. Might be a good buying opportunity. I don't know, like, what the news is on this. Like, why did it sell off like this? I don't know. Is there something that's fundamentally different about this coin? I don't know. If there's not, this might be a good buying opportunity at 56 cents. Retracement is 272. Parabolic is $13. Myra 50x. Think Cardano will reach. I have $6, $6 to $8. What's going on with ETH, ETH, and Bitcoin? They'll get approved eventually. To me, it doesn't matter though. Honestly. Fetch, I already did fetch. 24K. Dent, 7 cents for Dent. Parabolic for fetch is $4.20. Um 44K Bitcoin certainly is possible. My target upside is 42K, as high as 48K. Downside target is 35K. ICP thoughts. ICP to me is the biggest boom / bust of all of the blue chips. It could 100x legitimately, and it could go to 0. Neither one of them would surprise me. The percentages on ICP though are crazy. Even to the retracement, you're looking at like a 20 plus X. Chicken dinner. All right, guys, we're gonna do one last one. Link is 128. We're at 25,000 likes. If you're new here, 50 cents. If you're new here, every 5,000 likes, I give away a free exit target coin on how I would play a particular coin in the bull run. I offer this full service for your entire portfolio on my Patreon. If you want to win, all you have to do is guess the number that I am thinking. We do this every 5,000 likes on every single live stream. And I also offer this for your entire portfolio under my Patreon. All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. YouTube, go. TikTok, go. All right, 77, 64, 27, 63, 99, 42. Holy shit, you guys are 63, 83, 77, 77, 36, 41, 13, 42, 67, 1618, 31, 41, 1, 28, 55, 88, 21, 33, 71, 55, 65, 21, 48, 48, 3R, 46, 41, 15, 9, 66, 17, 50, 4, 3, 90, 12, 69, 82, 3, 25, 3 again, 23, 30, 10, 60, 89, 33, 7, 11, 10, 8, 9, 5, 100, 11, 2, 2, Hunter, or Hunt for Truth. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Hunt for Truth is the winner. Congratulations. Hunt for Truth. Winner. Holy. Thank you for the follow, you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow, hitting that subscribe. We're live every single Sunday and whenever else I can get it. I said 2 before him. I said 2 last year, damn it. What did I win? Thank you. All right, Hunt. All you have to do is tell me whatever coin you want me to look at, and I will tell you how I would exit this coin in the bull market. I'll give you a full exit strategy for whatever coin you want. And I offer this entire service for your whole portfolio on my Patreon. It's rigged. Platform. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Kick. So what coin do you want? You pick a coin. John says recount. AIOZ. Someone else did AIOZ. We'll do VRA before we go. How long do we have to wait for the review? Typically about 3 to 5 days. Depends on how busy I am. We'll do AIOZ. We'll do the exit strategy for AIOZ, and then we'll do VRA. And then I gotta go. VT is 97. ILV we already did 4200. AIOZ. All right, this is already retracing. So I would strongly consider taking 20% already, right now. 20% here. I would take an additional 20% at 27 cents. I would take an additional 27 at 20%, at 59 cents. 10% at 97 and another 10 holding 20 forever at 130. Jonah, thank you for the follow, you savage. 97 cents for VT. Yep. 1618 rounds up to 2. If you guys want that service done for your whole portfolio, I offer that, as well as critiques, criticism, sustainments for your whole portfolio on my Patreon. That's $53. If you want to learn how to do everything that I'm doing, which comes with the portfolio review, that's $10 under the Patreon. I have 17 hours of lessons over there. How I called the bottom on the day, 6 months in advance for free. How I called the breakout, my whole strategy, my whole method, my portfolio, access to my private Discord, all that is available for the price of a cup of coffee on my Patreon. And you can help support the channel so I can continue to make videos like this for you guys. All right, VRA. Looking extra breedable and submissive. Looking nice. Was Silo done? I think I did it. I'll take a look at the parabolic before I go. Do you do the 53 as one off for a review? Yes. That's correct. You can downgrade your membership, or we can do a monthly call. Some people like to do a monthly call and they just keep it at 53 monthly, and we can review every single month. But it's just what most people do is they get the $53 and then they downgrade their membership to the $10 one, and they keep the weekly videos. Yeah, it's not a monthly subscription if you don't want it to be. Retracement for VRA is 4 cents. Parabolic is 29 cents. All right, guys. We'll check Silo real quick. But we'll do the parabolic for Silo. It's already retraced. Even better. 1.8 cents. All right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. All my links are in the description. If you want to learn how to trade, you can do so for $10. $10. Most people charge $1,000 or more. I give away this stuff for $10. If you want a portfolio review, you can do that on the Patreon as well. An entire exit strategy, LTC, XYO is 20 cents. I am live every single Sunday. I upload most every day. Sometimes, like Saturday, I take off. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, hustling, hustling,
you can buy
hustling,
off
hustling,
Patreon.
hustling, 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 every.
Or you can message me. Peace.